The atomic bomb can destroy tens of thousands of people in just an instant. Nuclear weapons create an enormous threat for the future of humanity. But in reality, are these weapons the actual threats, or the minds that create them? Information and science, absent of ethical and spiritual values, in the hands of irresponsible minds, are able to turn into tools of mass destruction, as they do today. The real threat is more destructive than the effects of the atomic bomb and the nuclear weapons. The crisis of the lack of ethical and spiritual values that is spreading in waves to all aspects of life threatens the future of humanity much more than the atomic bomb and the nuclear weapons. There is only one solution to this crisis that is destroying humanity. It is to raise exemplary generations that centralize the ethical and spiritual values in all aspects of life, whether it be in science or culture, education or arts, economy or politics, who are conscious of their responsibilities. A generation that is not to destroy humanity, but struggles to give it life, to give it a soul. A generation that works to be an inspiration in an age that is lodged in darkness and to raise it to daylight. A generation that will give tidings of well-being to a world suffering in depression. A generation with the mindset that the time is mine and the space is under my custody, that interferes to history and the wrong course of it. A bright and beautiful generation, much like the blooming flowers among concrete walls. All these attempts, efforts, struggles, opportunities is to raise such a generation. İlim Yayma Vakfı exists for this reason. Yes, the journey is long, and we, 40 years ago, were destined to begin such a journey. This long journey that began 62 years ago as İlim Yayma Cemiyeti, and that continued the second milestone of this journey as İlim Yayma Vakfı, has left behind 40 years in service. We have reached the 40th year of a journey that began during Turkey's hardest years, in which people were assimilated, oppressed, and silenced by a handful of men who believed and who said, "We exist and we are here." 40 years in the path of the eternal caravan, the best of prosperity, honor, and glory. But this is only the beginning. Facing this path, taking steps in this path, being and dying on this path is best of blessings, benevolence, and grace. We are in forever good memory of our elders who have passed away on various stops along this journey. Our foundation, established 40 years ago by idealist and altruistic members who have been working in an attempt to integrate into society thinkers, scientists, artists, and politicians who are able to change the path of history. Continue to work towards this divine intention to develop generations who are beneficial to humanity and are of service to community. When the goal is to educate people, İlim Yayma Vakfı has taken its position from kindergarten to university and to academic education. Our biggest principle, most valuable asset, hopes, and our future, our children, Irfan educational institutions, are being prepared for tomorrow in the best of hands, in an age where wisdom is needed in the world, from kindergarten to grade 12. A generation is emerging that is on the one hand with a strong personality, virtuous, on the other hand, informed, equipped, in short, two-way, two-winged. Our foundation, which has been providing service for years, has not its own university, Istanbul Sabahattin Zaim University, which has begun the journey with the mission to incorporate the values of our civilization, produce information, service humanity, shape the future, and to develop leaders. Our university will soon be deserving of its name, pioneer of our community, and foundation, late Professor Dr. Sabahattin Zaim, who has been one of the important intellectuals and examples of our country. Science and wisdom, knowledge and reason has to walk side by side in our universities, because a civilization of wisdom, humanity, and morals can only be built this way. We are currently living through disasters that are created by a science absent of wisdom and reason as all of humanity. For this reason, we have been investing in university youth for the past 40 years. For years, we have been supporting the innocent and pure children of Anatolia with bursaries in their university and academic education. For this reason, we are providing them with an open, secure, and peaceful platform in Ibn Lemin Mahmud Kemal Inal Post-Secondary Student Residence located in Vefa. For this reason, each year in our guest house, we are hosting academicians that come from all over the nation as well as the world, and providing the future scientists with support. Recai Mehmet Efendi Library is providing a light both in the neighborhood that it is located in, as well as within the academic community. Our Quran and Tafsir Academy services the Quran by way of educational meetings, symposiums, workshops, and publishings to understand and explain the spirit of our beloved, Guide to Our Lives, our holy book. Our magazine, Usul, that is well respected in its field, aims to look at the facts and generations from our current perspective, as well as from others by way of its publications in the field of Islamic studies in Turkish, Arabic, and English. And we continue to support our country's culture by way of many other publications. Thankfully, we can now see the rewards of our investments. No effort goes to waste. All seeds planted take roots. The seeds planted 40 years ago have now taken root, blossomed, grown, developed, and become strong trees of full fruit. In the past, those who have acquired bursaries from Ilim Yayma Vakfı stayed in the residences or the guest houses, play an effective role in determining the fate of our country today, whether in culture or arts, media or universities, economics or politics. And our new member joining the family of İlim Yayma, Vefader, members of our family who have spread all over Turkey and the world, who are our biggest accomplishment and portray our proud image, have come together under the roof of Vefader in the manner of fidelity and to show that Vefa is not just a neighborhood they once lived in order to do good service with the synergy of working together. They have also taken their part in this journey. As we said, the journey is long, and we are only just beginning. In this current age of depression, where the world suffers from a crisis of civilization, in the path that we have taken with divine intentions and sublime ideals, we continue to carry the sacred responsibility on our shoulders that has come down from generations. "40 years is long for a lifetime, but short in the history of humankind. We accept our 40 years as the 40 days which follows a new birth, from the hard and dark days of Turkey until today, taking each step after calculating it 40 times, making each move after practicing it 40 times. We see the 40 years that has gone by and the 40 days of Arba'in, and pray that the 40 years to come continue as a new spring. What happiness for those who have taken on this divine journey, who sacrifice their time, opportunities, and savings for it, and with patience, hardship those who have carried this flag until today, and those that will carry it to future generations.